What's up, guys, and welcome back to Jimmy Talks. I'm tackling something that's a little bit heavy, something that's been floating around the internet for a while and messing with a lot of people's heads: the black pill. If you spent any time on certain forums, subreddits, or comment sections, you probably stumbled across this term. Maybe it's left you feeling uneasy, maybe you're not even sure what it is, or maybe you've taken it and have given up on life. Either way, I'm here to break it down: what the black pill is, why it's such a toxic mindset, and how you can steer clear of it. My goal is to give you some real practical ways to keep this dark cloud from dragging you down. So let's dive in and talk about this. All right, let's start with the basics. What the heck is the black pill? It's a term that comes from some pretty niche online communities, and it's basically a way of looking at the world that's about as grim as it gets. The black pill is this belief that life is rigged against you, that everything's predetermined, and that no matter how hard you try, you're screwed. It's the idea that stuff like your looks, your social status, and your genetics, or the way the world works means you're stuck in a losing game. It's not just pessimism, it's worse, in fact. It's giving up entirely and saying there's no point in trying because the cards are stacked against you. You'll see the black pill pop up in chats about dating, careers, or how society runs, but it's not just one thing. It can creep into every part of your life. Like someone who's bought into the black pill might think they'll never find a partner because they don't look like a movie star, or they'll never get ahead at work because the system's corrupt. It's a mindset that takes away your power, making you feel like nothing you do actually matters. The name The Black Pill comes from the movie The Matrix. In it, the red pill means seeing the ugly truth about the world, and the blue pill keeps you happy but clueless. The black pill, though, is like taking the red pill and then just throwing your hands up and saying, well, I guess I'm done. It's not just seeing the world's flaws, it's deciding you're powerless to do anything about it. That's the black pill in a nutshell: total surrender and submission. So, why is the black pill such a big deal? It's not just a bad mood or a rough day. It's a way of thinking that can wreck your mental health, kill your drive, and make you feel like you're just drifting through life aimlessly. When you start buying into the black pill, everything looks hopeless. Every time something goes wrong, it's like, see, told you the world hates me and I'm destined to fail. Every failure feels like proof you were never meant to win. And it's a trap that keeps you stuck because the less you try, the more you fail, and the more you believe the black pill was right all along. The worst part is it steals your sense of control. You know that feeling you get with a burst of motivation, like when you believe you can make things happen, like you've got a say in your own story? That's called agency. And it's what gets you out of bed, keeps you chasing goals, and helps you bounce back when life knocks you down. The black pill says, no, that's all fake. You've got no control. When you believe in that, you stop trying. You stop dreaming big. You stop taking chances. And when you do that, life starts slipping through your fingers. You're not living anymore. You're just existing. This can mess you up really bad. Let's say you're convinced you will never get a good job because the system's rigged. You might stop sending out resumes, stop learning new skills, or stop talking to people who could help you. Next thing you know, you are stuck in a dead end job, feeling worse than ever. Or in relationships, maybe you think, I'm not good looking enough, so why bother? So you avoid meeting people, skip socializing altogether, and end up lonely. It's a cycle that feeds itself, and it's brutal. The black pill also screws with how you see the world. It's like putting on glasses that only let you see the bad stuff in life and nothing else. You focus on what's unfair, what's broken, and what you can't change. You might ignore people who started where you are and made it, or brush off your own wins because they don't count. Over time, this can make you feel like you're worth less, and there's no point in even trying to find happiness. And let's talk mental health for a second. Constantly thinking about how everything's doomed isn't just like a vibe or like some kind of aesthetic. It's literally bad for your brain. Research shows that negative thinking like this can make you more likely to deal with anxiety or depression. So when you're black pilled, you're stuck in this loop of beating yourself up, replaying every mistake, and it's exhausting. It's not just some edgy philosophy, it's a real problem that can weigh you down. So before I get into how to dodge this trap, let me tell you something to think about. You're here because your ancestors were tough as fuck. Seriously, think about it. You are the result of thousands of years of people who survived wars, starvation, plagues, you name it. They didn't just roll over and quit. They fought through it. That grit, that fire, it's in you. You're literally made of it genetically. So when the black pill starts whispering that you should just give up, Remember who you come from. Your ancestors didn't have it easy, and they didn't throw in the towel. You're carrying their strength and their will to keep going. The black pill wants you to think that you're weak, but your whole existence says otherwise. You're built from survivors. Don't let that go to waste. So, all right, let's get to the good stuff. How do you keep the black pill from dragging you down? I've got something for you, which is 6 ways to protect yourself and keep pushing forward. This will take work on your own end, so having some self accountability is a must. But trust me, they're worth it. Here's how you stay out of that dark hole. Number one, ditch the doomers. First up, watch who you're hanging out with. You've heard that saying, you are the combination of the 5 people you spend the most time with, I'm sure. And it's true. And it goes for online friends as well. If you're hanging out with people who are all about the black pill, consciously or unconsciously, whether it's in real life or in some group chat or forum online, their gloom is going to start rubbing off on you. You spend enough time around folks who think everything's hopeless and you'll start feeling that way too. It's just how we're wired. Take a second to think about your people. Are they hyping you up or pulling you down? Do they push you to go for it, or are they always whining about how nothing matters? If you're surrounded by black pill types of people, whether they even know what the term means or not, it's time to leave. You don't have to ghost them, but start spending more time with people who've got a spark in them. You know, people who want to see you grow and solve problems and like to learn things and discuss ideas. Local groups, a work network, or even a different corner of the internet where people are about action. Speaking of the internet, this brings me on to my next point. Log off and live. If you're glued to your phone and computer all day, this one's for you. I'm not saying the internet is evil. It is actually a revolutionary piece of technology that has shaped our world, and it's awesome for learning whatever you want and connecting with other people, but it can also be a black pill factory. Those forums and news feeds where people just vent about how life sucks, sad about the system and its oppression and all that, they're not helping you. If you are terminally online and you know it, if you are, you'll know if you are or are not. By the way, then it's time to take a break. Set some limits. Maybe you only check social media for an hour a day, or you go screen free after dinner. I don't know. Set your own boundaries, but then fill that time with real world stuff. Go for a hike, try a new hobby, read a new book, play with your pets, write or do some art. Just hang out with a friend. Do something. Getting out there reminds you that life's messy, complicated, and full of chances, not just a list of reasons to give up. The more you're living offline, the less room the black pill has to sneak in. This one's kind of you need to know if this one applies to you or not. If you know you're not terminally online, then you're probably fine. But if you know you're always on the computer or the phone, this one might apply to you. But all right, next up, drop the victim mentality. The black pill loves to play the victim card. That's their big thing, telling you that you're helpless against the big and bad world. And yeah, life can be unfair sometimes, and some stuff that happens is out of your hands. But focusing on what you can't do just keeps you stuck. Instead, zero in on what you can control. Your choices, your effort in those choices, and your attitude. Ditching the victim mindset doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect, because it's not, ever. It means owning yourself and doing something about it. Like if you're job hunting and it's rough and you can't control the market, stuff like that, but you can't control how many applications you send out. You can control how you prep for interviews, and you can control if you learn a new skill or not. If you're having trouble dating, it's all part of the game, and it's not the end. You're just going to have to nut up and start approaching random women in public, taking a look at yourself and saying, hey, I should dress better, or I should shower more, or whatever it is. Okay, it doesn't really matter what the reason is. Just self-analyze a little bit. It doesn't mean to be hypercritical, because we are our worst critics. But just, you've got to take accountability is what I'm saying. I've done it myself in approaching women, and while it was nerve-wracking at first, eventually it did just become like talking to other people with interesting lives, and it was actually kind of fun. Seriously, I used to be extremely afraid and would chicken out, but yeah, every little move you make is you saying, I'm not giving up, and that's how you keep the black pill at bay, by taking charge of what's yours. Speaking of being afraid to do something and not doing it, number 4, you will fail, and that is okay. Seriously, it's okay to fail. Show me someone who has never failed at anything before. It's impossible. Show me someone who claims to have never failed, and I'll show you what a liar is. Life's tough, and no one's going to argue with that. The black pill wants you to think that every struggle means you're doomed, but that's utter nonsense. As Wayne Gretzky said, and this is my favorite quote, you miss every shot you don't take, and you're going to mess up sometimes. Everyone does. I mean, hell, you can go back to my old YouTube videos and see how crap they were, but I was still putting something out there and I was still trying. But now here we are. I've improved a lot, and even when I was only getting like 10 or 15 views in the span of a week, but that doesn't mean I stopped trying. Every fail or missed attempt teaches you something and makes you sharper for the next try. The only real loss is completely quitting. When you're feeling down, remind yourself that rough patches don't last forever. They don't say who you are or what you can do. Instead of stressing over what went wrong, think about what you'll do next. Keep moving, even if it's just baby steps. Those steps add up, and before you know it, you're somewhere new. The black pill hates when you keep going, so do it anyways. Number 5, stop comparing yourself to others. A big part of the black pill is thinking life's supposed to be some perfect Instagram reel, and when it's not, you feel cheated. You see some people online with their fancy cars or perfect relationships, and you think, why not me? But you don't see the part that this fancy car has 50 grand owed on it still, and that they just got in a massive fight before their cute little Instagram pic. You can't just expect success to just fall in your lap. It takes work, and you figure the world out as it comes to you. You can't compare yourself to others. That's just it's a setup for a massive disappointment. The truth is, most people are more alike than you think. Everyone's got their own battles and their own doubts, and you're just not going to know about them because people don't go out and display that stuff typically. Instead of measuring yourself against someone's highlight reel, which is a curated version of their life and not actually an accurate depiction of them, like when they dry heave every day cleaning up the cat's litter box or the dog poop, something stupid like that, or when they pour coffee too fast into the mug and it splashes onto their clothes and stains it. You don't see that part, and you might just think, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Dude, that happens to everybody. Silly stuff like that, everyone has. Instead, focus on your own path. Try getting to know people, like what drives them and what they're dealing with. You'll see that we're not so different. Life's not a contest, and you don't need to hit some checklist just to win. So just keep working on you at your own pace. And last one, tip number 6, it is what it is. Shit happens, just like it says in Forrest Gump. Just deal with it and keep moving on. Life's a roller coaster, and that's totally okay. Seriously, it is. The black pill wants you to think it should not all be sunshine and rainbows, and when it's not, something's broken. But that's not real. It's not real at all. Life flows and comes in waves like the waves of an ocean. Good days, bad days, and everything else in between. You can't have happy without sad, or wins without losses. You can't have good without evil. That's just how it goes. Learning how to roll with that is huge. It means you don't need to be switched on all the time to be all right. You can handle the tough stuff without letting it define you. You can find meaning even when things currently suck. Big emphasis on the word currently when they're sucking, because it's not forever. The black pill feeds on the idea that life's got to be perfect, or that it will never be okay. But when you accept that life is actually okay sometimes, just not all the time, you take its power away. You start seeing the ups and downs as just part of the ride. The black pill is a dark place. It's a hole that can suck you in and make you feel like there's no point in climbing out. But you've got what it takes to stay clear of it. Hang with people who lift you up. Get out in the real world. Own your choices and yourself. Keep swinging even when you miss. Focus on your path and roll with life's ups and downs. You're tougher than you think, and you got a legacy of fighters behind you. Don't let some gloomy mindset from some guy on the internet tell you differently, and that you cannot succeed at anything ever. Thanks for watching, guys. If this hit home, please drop a like, share it with someone who needs it, and hit that subscribe button for more videos on keeping your head in the game if you need it. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the black pill, and how do you stay strong when life gets heavy. Also, let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like for me to cover. I will see you all in the next one. Always stay true to yourself. Jimmy Talks out.